I have half the day left. It's like 11 a.m. and I'm gonna go out and set up a little bit of scaffolding, just boards, and see if that'll work for the rafters. I also have a few other things I'm gonna take out in preparation for future things. So we'll just have a few hours out there. Bye, Hannah. I'll see you later. Bye, Clyde. See you later. Bye, Lynn. Bye, Lynn. Bye, Lenny. Just a good boy. See you later, buddy. Lenny's doing so good. Bye, Norton. Bye, Norton. Bye, chubby monkey. Bye, chubby monkey. Mwah. Oh, you're dirty. You're dirty. You're laying in the dirt. Bye, black dog. Bye, Riley. Bye, Southgate. Let's go out to the cliff. Man, is it ever dusty? This whole drive out here is so dusty. You're just dirty before you even start doing anything. So I have a whole bunch of stuff to take down. I've got that, which I will explain. So this is the sand filter for the pool, and it cracked this year. So Steve had put this GB weld stuff on there, but he ended up buying a new one anyway, because it obviously would just need to be replaced at one point. So he did that. So I'm actually going to take this out to use for a rainwater collection for the little cabin. May as well use it. It's got a little drain valve on the bottom. And better than nothing. I've got some trashed eaves trough stuff. Got some pallets. It's getting dark. Anyway, this is all our old eaves trough stuff that's just been sitting here, and I imagine is going to get thrown out. So I'm going to take and use that. And I'll see you. Oh, and I got those big slabs. It's really dirty. So I have everything down. Part of the battle is done, which is getting the materials from home out here, and then from my truck down those stairs to here. So now we move on to the next phase. I kind of feel like at this point though, I'm always on the home stretch, so that's a good feeling. Now that big tank thing that I've got, I'm not going to take that down today because that's not really a priority. I also brought these pallets with me, and those are from, that new water filter coming on a pallet, and then we got a new boat, like an inflatable boat, and so we had these couple pallets. So I brought those too, and what I thought I would do is at some point, probably not today either because it's not really why I'm here, but I'm going to set them up along the rock wall. And then as I mill lumber from home and I'm able to come and bring it out, I'm going to come and stack and sticker it here at the top of the SkyMule, and just sort of like streamlining the process a little bit of getting some of the lumber down. So that is that. The other little bit there that I've got on the platform is to be launched down, and that is what I'm going to take down today and work on, just getting a little bit of a landing strip, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called, a platform to work on for the rafters. SkyMule line definitely needs to be tightened, but to be honest, I don't quite know how to do it. I could go down, you have to do it from down below, and I've never done it, but it definitely is a bit saggy, and so that would help. really frustrated. I gotta do it over again. This is the most frustrated I've been so far trying to load and launch. Yeah, the load was really tilted too far down. This is heavy. Like I have like a slab of poplar, like, or aspen, like that thick, and it's really heavy. So this can take, I don't know, Steve says like 400 pounds, but just by myself, it's hard. I probably should split the load into two, but at the same time, I'm just like, man, I don't want to have to go down and come back up and haul the thing back up and do it twice. I'm kind of trying to do it in one load, but yeah, really frustrating, and frustrating having it not set up quite properly yet. But it's not that we don't know what to do, it's just the time to be able to do it. It's so dark this way. That is just there. I might put one on the other side. I had two of those little wind brace pieces left over, and I was going to just put them up like that along that king post, just to help keep things stable. I'm going to go around and stabilize things as much as I can before I start to put the rafters on, and just double check everything and make sure things are as good as they can be at this point. So I'll go put the other one up too. South facing, this is sort of north is that way, I guess. That way. So oftentimes the camera is dark. Sorry about that, but it's just the way that the light is here. So I have this first piece up. That is a chunk of aspen that I milled last year for the pole barn shed. And it was, I think it's like a 2-inch slab. It's over 10 feet long, and it's got a bit of a bend in it. So I put it on the sawmill and stood on it, and it definitely can support my weight. So that is one thing I'm gonna do, and then move it along as I go. And then I also have these two 2x6s and a piece of hemlock that is also just a scrap piece of something. I have so many scrap pieces of lumber in my little pole barn shed from just, offcuts of stuff. So I've always tried to think of like all the things, if I'm gonna bring them, like I'm gonna keep them down here, and what would I use them for? So this is a nice slab of hemlock that I'm sure I will find for something, use for something. The aspen too, or the aspen I'll find something for too. Anyway, this isn't thick enough to support me, so I'm gonna build 2 rails, I guess, out of the 2x6s, and then put this on top of that. What I'm gonna do is, I have this 2x6 up, I'm just gonna notch out each end a little bit so that it sits down on the beam. That's good. It's really snug. The only thing, I think I should have made it a little bit less snug so that it's a little bit more maneuverable as I want to slide it. I don't want it to be like super tight fit, because then I'll have a hard time moving it as I need to move it. So I'll take a little bit more off on the inside. the other things I thought about doing was, rather than running the plank all the way down lengthwise, was taking a bunch of smaller scraps and cutting them like 2.5 feet, say for example, and then the platform would be wider. I might do that. I'll see. Oh. More or less like that, I guess. I'll like fine tune it and then screw it down. Two of them. And all I'm gonna do to move it back and forth is just like with a board, like a piece of wood, and just push it around from side to side. I am just gonna go up and test cut a rafter, test draw it out, cut it out, see how well it fits, just so that I kind of can think about a few things for the next time I come out. With a little bit of difficulty just because the pitch is so steep. Trying to hold the board while making the marks was hard. But anyway, I'll just try this. I have my 2 marks. I'll cut them out and see if it fits. Honestly, if it, I have a feeling, well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I just have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna have to replace a lot more of the wood than I originally thought, or was at least kind of like thinking I could get away with, but some of them are so twisted I just don't think I can use them. And this one is a little bit on the actually rotten side, so my camera died and I didn't put another battery in. I spent probably the last hour fiddling around with the birds' mouths, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I was like, might cry, but that's not going to get me anywhere. So I don't know. I've gotten 3 going. I've tried to make a template out of each one of them, and they're just not turning out. I don't know why they're not fitting well. I mean, I've only ever done this type of bird's mouth before once in my little dog chalet that I built, and that was like in 2019, and I don't remember how I did it. I thought I just like drew lines and they all fit really well, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That said, it's not a piano, and I can always mill some more wood. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing if I ruin a bunch of these. A lot of them are warped too. But anyway, I obviously need to do a little bit more research and bring some more boards out in case I screw up again. But I got more done today than I was trying to get done, and it's like just about 6 p.m. so I am gonna pack up and head out. That is it. I honestly also stopped filming because I knew that I would be hearing a bunch of comments about my safety, and I didn't want to worry people, so I spared you that. Yeah, I will take you up and I'll show you kind of my problems, and maybe you guys have some tips for me. So what I did was, with my speed square, I drew a vertical line, and then halfway out the distance of the beam, or the thickness of the beam, I drew another line up, and then I drew a line from here to there across. I did that the same on the top and the same on the bottom, but I still am, sorry, this is a little bit awkward. This board is really twisted, actually. It's not the best example, but I'm still getting that kind of a gap from up to down. So I don't know if it's just my cuts are not great. In theory, I think that should work. That one is really bad. But the funny thing is obviously this thing is not perfect, because this board, this rafter, fits perfectly, not perfectly, but really nice on the other side with that other one. Let me get up here. Die trying to film. See, this one is the same as that one, and it fits this side really well. So there's obviously a difference. I mean, it's okay, so there's still a little bit of a gap there, but it's definitely better. So what am I doing wrong? Obviously I'm gonna, like I said, I have to do some research and figure out this problem. I'm done for the day though. I'm going to make some noodles and clean up and then head home. And then that's the end of this video, I guess. So I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I can get this rafter thing figured out. And yeah, I feel like I'm a bit stuck here right now and really frustrated today. But it's okay to have a down day, I guess. It's okay to have a day where things aren't going well. And I feel like this is the day for me today. So hopefully the next day I come out, it's a bit better. Okay. Thank you guys for watching.